I spend a lot of money, but I've explained my life. My life is as crazy as a life can possibly be lived. But
that craziness in your life also then creates money.
Well, exactly, and it's the cycle, and it all feeds back into each other. But I don't ever sit and concern myself with, am I spending too much? If I thought I was spending too much, I would simply find a way to make more money. And a lot of people talk about efficiency as well. I've had people talk about working smart, not hard. That is true. But I believe that you need to fill your day with all of the hard work first. I think that working smart is a matter of being more efficient with all the time you should spend working. If you sit there and go, I want to work smart, not hard, so I work an hour a day, well, then you're still lazy. You should work smart and hard and do 15 smart hours a day. That's how you win. So, and there's always endless work to do. The other thing I will say to people is you can always find work. I've had a lot of people say, well, there's no work to do. Yes, there is. You can find work to do. This podcast, by the time it's completed, you could make individual TikToks and put them on TikTok.
And
with a slightly different edit for the next 10 years if you wanted to.
100%, all the accounts.
There's endless work to do. You have to find the work. And even if each TikTok gets one view, one at a time, people hear about the podcast. There's no such thing as no work to do. Yeah. So you have to wake up and find the work to do and do it and just say, you know what, this is all I'm going to do. And a lot of it as well, if I'm giving advice to people, comes from constructing a life around you. Because people say, well, I don't want to work all the time. I have no social life. My social life's work. My best friends and me run our companies. We have the most fun in the office working. That's our fun, right? And my woman's there and she's making us coffee. My relationships work. It's all work. Like, it's all done. So I don't have to separate things and compete against each other. Like that makes you ultra competitive. But yeah, I think all of my income's disposable, and I have no respect for money. Money for me is a tool. And I use it to get whatever I want and bend the world.
So why do you think that's an unhealthy
Because when I say that, there's going to be some brokey who spends all his money. And
I think also you remember where you've come from as well. There's always, because for me, there's always that in the back of my mind. In fact, I'd say I struggle to get over the fact that I've come from very little, and I struggle to spend what I probably should.
Yeah, it's part of that. And I don't want to encourage people at home to be completely financially irresponsible, because even though I spend a lot of money, I do still spend it on, I spend it on a lifestyle, but there's still a lot of assets I buy, and I spend a lot. I don't just spunk it all on gambling or something completely ridiculous. You shouldn't fear money. I think there's a lot of people who are very scared with money, and they hold on to it, and they're very fearful with it. And they say scared money doesn't make money, and scared people don't conquer the world. And I mean, if someone were to go to your website and decide to sign up, I don't even know how much your products cost or whatever.
We don't actually sell.
We don't sell a single product.
Okay. We don't sell. We try and give free advice to help as many people level up as possible.
Amazing.
It's a similar,
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll talk about myself, right? So there are people like who will look at my online school and they'll go, that's $49 a month. And they're scared. And I'll sit and say, you're so fearful over $49 a month, your chance of getting rich are absolutely zero. Keeping that $49, the chance of it ever changing your life is 0%. So why are you scared to try? It's insane.
I think the problem is a lot of people get into the saving habit, and the problem is, and what I try to get over to people, there's a limit to how much you can save, period.
Yep.
If you earn X amount, there's a limit to what you can save. Yep. There is no limit to how much money you can earn.
And you can't,
no limit.
Completely. And you can't save yourself to a lifestyle.
No.
And that's the thing. So I have 36 cars, right? Let's take one of them. Let's take the Bugatti. That's 5.2 million. Let's do some easy math. Let's say you make $5,000 a month and you manage to live completely for free. You manage to walk to work for free, eat for free, don't need clothes. Your complete life's free. That's 100 months. 100 divided by 12, that's 70 something years. You need to work and save for 70 years to afford one of my 36 cars in one of my 7 houses. You can't save yourself to the top.
No.
You can only earn your way to the top. So the idea of saving money, a safety net, knowing that you can have peace of mind, taking care of your family or your children, all that I understand. But truthfully, your goal when you wake up shouldn't be like, how do I save more money? That's scared. That's fearful. The universe and God does not reward fearful people or cowardice. There's a degree of cowardice in how do I save more, as opposed to the opposite. Well, I'll just go take more. I'll just go make more. I'll just go make more. If it costs me $400,000 to go see Dan Bilzerian, fine. I'll just go make more money. And it's that attitude. It's that entrepreneurial spirit.
It's the abundance mindset.
It's the abundance mindset. So money for me is a tool, and I get whatever I want. I went shopping in London 2 days ago. I spent, and me and Tristan sat and talked about it, because the coolest thing about being rich is talking about when you were broke. It's the funnest thing. In fact, I'm glad I wasn't born rich, because if I didn't have that, being rich would be boring in many ways. It's only funny because you can talk about the olden days.
100%.
So me and Tristan just spent 350 grand on Christmas presents, right?
Lovely.
Yeah, but you get to the point where money has so little value. Like we walked in, Tristan saw a pair of Jimmy Choo heels. He's like, I'll give them to one of his girls or whatever. And he goes, what's her shoe size? I don't know. He goes, what sizes you got? They go, we got 36 to 39. He goes, okay, just give me them. Just give me 11 pairs of the same shoe. Because money, instead of texting her and finding out her shoe size, just give me everything. They locked the front of the store. There's a huge line because me and Tristan are in there. No one else is allowed in. And money for us is a tool to shape the world. And I think that's what a lot of people also don't understand about being rich. You don't want to be rich. You want to be powerful. That's what really is going to satisfy you in your soul. It's the power. It's not the I can afford this, that. That's nice for a while. But really what makes you happy is there's 60 of these Bugattis on earth. Everyone wants one. Who gets one? I do. Because you can't have one. That's the fun of it, right? So it's power you're truly chasing. And if you want to be powerful, you can't be scared to invest money and spend money. A lot of people at home, if they want to make more money, need to invest in themselves.
Yeah.
Need to invest in themselves. And maybe they've been taught, well, if I just save. Let me say to everyone here at home, if you are saving less than 10 grand a month and you're just saving, your chance of being rich is fucking zero. You need to go and do something else and make more. Invest in yourself, get knowledge, pay attention to mentors, start another business, open something. You need to do something because you're not going to save your way to the top. The average person at home, you're not earning enough to ever save. If you never save 100% of your wage, you're still going to be broke. You have to get to a level of earning. And it's that spirit you need to have when it comes to money. And it truly is the abundance mindset is true. I remember when I was broke. I thought everyone was broke.
You do.
Because I was broke.
100%.
And then you get rich and you start thinking, shit, everyone has money. Every supercar I want is sold out. Every diamond watch I want is sold out. The private jet charters are full. The yachts are full. Like, as soon as you get rich, you start
Who are all these people that got money? Who are they?
I was just in Dubai. And my houses are being built. They're going to be completed this year. I bought a bunch of them off plan, so I decided to rent. And I rented a house on the Palm. And it's $25,000 a day, dollars. And I rented it. And I'm sitting there, and the landlord comes and goes, I just got an offer for $35,000 a day. You need to leave. And I go, okay, well, I'll pay $40,000 a day. And then he came back and goes, the guy's offered $50,000 a day for a year. And I'm like, who am I even in a bidding war with? And I just left. I was like, you know what? Take it. I'll get another one. But like, there's people out there with money like you couldn't fucking fathom. There is so much money in the world. So you do get to a level of wealth. Another time it hit me, I was at Monaco. I was sitting around dinner in Monaco after, it was on a car rally, funnily enough. And there's like 10 of us. And I just looked around the table by coincidence and I saw everyone's wearing a nice watch. And I thought, when I was broke, the idea, if someone told me they had 30 or 40 grand in the bank, I thought they were doing good. Now I'm sitting at a table, everyone's wearing a $100,000 watch. Nobody gives a fuck. It's just like, there's levels to the game. And when you get up to the top, you realize there's money everywhere. The abundance mindset, there are so many rich people. So if you're not where you want to be financially, I hope this pisses you off, because I'm telling you to annoy you, that you're sitting there struggling to pay your bills. There are people out there making so much money you couldn't possibly fathom, who have anything they want all of the time. And you may sit there and go, oh, but they're miserable. A lot of them aren't. Trust me, they're having a great time. So you need to make a bunch more money because there's money everywhere.
What do you think of Monaco? Because that's really, in a way, the old Dubai, but it's fighting back a little bit.
Yeah, it was the old Dubai, but I think people are losing faith in it.
Really? Okay.
I think
because it's so restricted in size, isn't it?
It's restricted in size, and also I think because obviously they have heavy influence in the European Union and France. They pretend they don't, but they do. And I think for a lot of nationalities, it's still scary to put your money there.
Yeah.
Dubai is safe for everybody. Dubai does not discriminate. If you come and you obey our laws, and you obey our rules, and you respect our religion and respect our society, everybody is welcome, and that's how a country should be. It's actually truly beautiful that Dubai is United Arab Emirates as a whole. I think it's 80% of people are immigrants. Think about it.
It's amazing, isn't it?
80% immigration with no crime, no homelessness, no drugs.
And immigration's a good thing and seen as a good thing, obviously.
But it's a good thing because people respect the country. This is the problem the West has. If you walk into somebody's house and it's a shithole, you're not going to be worried about picking your cup away because the place is a shithole. But if you walk in and it's pristine, you're going to pick up your cup when you go to the bathroom, right? So
you can say, where's the coaster?
Completely.
You know.
So because no one respects this place, people just turn up and just abuse it. Whereas everybody respects the UAE, which is why immigration's been so fantastic.
Well, we'd like to come out and see you when you're out there as well.